I strive to be better than who I am yesterday. Like every single day when I get up, I try to be better. That's just my goal. I strive to be better than who I was. And one of the things that I try not to do is I definitely try not to compare myself to people. Honestly, I used to do it. I used to do it, and it took a lot out of me. It took a lot more than what it could actually offer me. Because I was constantly saying to myself, oh, I wish I was like that person. Oh, I wish I could be like that. Oh, I wish I dressed that way, or I wish I appeared that way, or I look that way. It was constantly like that. And sometimes you can't really help but do that because of the people that you're around, like your social crowd, or even the relationship that you're in. But honestly, it doesn't really work, and it's not worth it, because one thing that I've learned, which I'm going to share with you guys in this video, I'm going to share with you guys 6 more tips for success and what you could do to break past a lot of the things that's holding you back, as well as move forward to the things that you want to accomplish in life, that you want to obtain, and that you want to do to make your life better. Stay tuned. What's up, guys, and welcome back to another video of Nevertheless. Never be less than who you're supposed to be or who you want to become. Aim for what you want and always create that creative room to become successful. Hey guys, my name is Kwanzaa and welcome back. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. If you love this video or you get to the end of the video, give it a big thumbs up. Or if you get to the first part of the video, give it a big thumbs up. Doesn't matter where you are. Matter of fact, hit that thumbs up button right now. So in this video, I know earlier I said I was going to share with you 6 steps. Well, it's really 7 tips that I'm going to share with you guys that is going to help you guys become more successful tactically, and obtain the things that you want in life. So the first one that I want to share with you guys is really expectations. Expectation could be anything, right? So I'm not going to dive too much into what to expect. I'm just going to tell you overall what really works for me, and what took me out of the mindset of trying to live up to someone else's expectation is to understand that the best expectation is that when it comes to yourself, you want to have a high expectation for yourself, and when it comes to other people, you got to have a low expectation. And the reason why I say this is because your high expectation for yourself is going to drive you towards what is it that you want, and you're going to be more eager to move towards it, and you're going to feel the reward in that journey going after what is it that you want up here, because you have a high expectation for yourself. For other people and your expectation for people, you want to have a low expectation. And the reason why I say this, because you have a low expectation for people, it will be more difficult for them to disappoint you. The likelihood of they disappointing you becomes less. It's not something that you have to deal with. It's sort of like you set a bar, and if the person passes that bar, great, that's good. That person puts a smile on your face, you set the next bar, that person keep going, and you know that person is gradually improving. But if you have a low expectation for that person and the person doesn't meet that bar, you haven't lost anything. You're fine. Why? Because you didn't set a high expectation. If you had a high expectation for someone and the person cannot reach that expectation that you have for them, you're going to be pissed off. You're going to feel as if it's something that has to do with you. You're going to start to blame that person. You're going to curse that person. You're going to argue. You're going to say, oh, you're no good. It's too much, and it's not worth it. And because of that, a lot of relationship, business, work, personal, have gotten ruined because of the expectation that because we set a high expectation for people, expectation that most of them can never reach, not even ourselves. And it's just wrong. Second tip is create clear intentions. What I mean by this is that you have a goal, you have something that you want to accomplish, you want to make it clear. You want to make it specific. You want to make it something that is achievable. So you know exactly what is it that you're going after. You know exactly what is it that you want to do. Exactly what is it that you're going to do. Exactly what is it going to benefit, and as well how it's going to benefit you. So be clear in your intention and keep going. The third one is never compare yourself to someone else. I'm not even going to dive too much into that, because we've heard this so many times, not to compare yourself to people. And I understand. Sometimes you can't help it. You can't help but compare how you look to how she look. You can't compare how you dress to how that person dress. Something you can't help yourself with that. So I'm going to help you with that. If you're going to do that, if you find yourself in that type of mindset, don't compare yourself, right? What you're going to do is that you're going to ask yourself, wow, that looks good on that person. Will it look good on me? The least you could do is walk over to the person, ask the person, hey, give them a compliment with what they're wearing, ask them where they got it, then go try it on. But don't say to yourself, wow, that will look better on me than how it will look on that person, because the next tip that I'm about to share with you is really going to eradicate that and let you know exactly why I said that. The fourth tip is use what you have to enhance your confidence. Now, back to what we were saying about the dress about the dress that a person is wearing. That person is wearing that dress because they're using it to enhance their confidence level. They're using it to enhance their beauty. They're using it to showcase what they have in a confident manner. Now, you may be looking at it saying that it looks better on you. Actually, it may not look good on you. That person is wearing that dress because it helps them to stand out, or it helps them to blend in, or they wear it because they look really confident in it. So use what you have to your confidence, whether it is what you wear, how you dress, how you speak, how you walk, the friends that you're with, the things that you own, or the things that you're going after. Use that in confidence, because we're all created in such a unique way that makes us confident. And once you own that uniqueness, you will learn to use it to make you a lot more confident, and that will make you stand out apart from the crowd, which is why I say don't compare yourself to people. Understand that you are unique in your own way, and there's a lot of scientific behind that. But one of the most promising, phenomenal thing that is behind this concept that we're all unique is really time, latitude, longitude. You really think about it. There's no two person on this planet that was born the same time, on the same latitude, on the same longitude. When you really look at it, time comes with microsecond. And even if you even find one person out of a million probability that exists, there's always going to be something else that separates them, and that's going to be the person who conceived them in the first place. The next one that we're going to look at, work on yourself physically, emotionally, and psychologically. This one is really, really important. And I say really important, I mean it. The more you work on yourself physically, not only do you give yourself strength, not only do you build a physique body, not only do you build your body to be more healthy and long lasting and help you to be more adrenaline and increase your stamina in whatever it is that you do, whether it's in the bedroom, whether it's partaking in sport, whether it is just to walk down from here to the street. Always build yourself in a physical way, but never overdo it, because the body functions at the equilibrium. You never want yourself to be over to the point where your emotional state becomes imbalanced, or you're strained, or you begin to take stuff that you don't need to take just to keep yourself at a physical shape. At the same time, you never want to put yourself under that equilibrium where your body is begging you to keep yourself in shape. You never want to do that, and a lot of people have done that, and it is just crazy. The second part of that is work on yourself emotionally. Now, working on yourself emotionally means a lot, and the reason why I said it is because the more you have an emotional balanced state, right, it helps you to deal with a lot of narcissist people that will come in and out of your life. It helps you to maneuver your way out of toxic relationship. It helps you to have your own mindset. It helps you to honestly say yes or no when it comes to certain things, and it helps you to position yourself for what you want. If you're battling with emotional state, that can normally lead to what's called depression, and depression is an imbalanced state that could lead to a lot of stuff where you may find yourself having dreadful thoughts, having the wrong intentions, feeling that you need to compare yourself to people, feeling insecure, feeling that you're not good enough. All that could happen because your emotional state is not strong enough. Your emotional state, you haven't been working on it, or you've been depending on someone else to help you find that. The next part of it is psychological. Always work on yourself psychologically. This is important as well. You want to work on yourself psychologically, and you can do this by watching movies that helps to stimulate your mental growth. Documentaries. You could be reading books that helps you to relate in different areas of your life, help you build different interests, help you to learn new culture, help you to learn what's going on in the world, help you to even have a conversation, or just to read it for just the sake of you wanting to read it based on interest. The more you read, the more you allow yourself to stimulate your mind for growth and for possibility. It's going to enhance you and position you to take on the world in a clear manner, strong emotionally. You know what you want, you know what you're doing, you know where you're going. You're not going to be easily manipulated. If you're whatever relationship you're in, you'll be able to grow out of it and still be mature in the process, and that's really going to help. The sixth one that we're going to look at is learn to let go of what is not working for you. There's lots of stuff that we have in our life that is not working. This could be the fact that it could be the relationship that you're in. It could be the people that you're around. It could be your car. It could be items that doesn't breathe. It could be clutter. It could be the way in which you think. It could be the way in which you act. If it's not working for you and it's not helping you to achieve the things that you want to achieve in your life, let it go. Let it go, because it's not worth keeping that type of cluster in your life. And I use the word cluster because technically all it's doing is that it's just clogging up space, it's clogging up your growth, it's preventing you from growing, it's preventing you from going, and it's actually draining you. So you want to let go of the thing that does not work for you. Seventh one that I want to share with you is, I want you to understand this, that it's okay to repeat success. It's okay to repeat it. There's nothing wrong with repeating someone else's success. And you could definitely do this when you're at work. You may have a project that you have to do, and you may be clueless towards what you have to do. Just take the time out, find out what the previous person did. If that was successful, just repeat the same success until you're able to develop your own style of doing things. And actually that will become a learning tool for you, a tool that you could use to learn and enhance yourself. Repeating someone's success is a great thing. Look at it like a template. They do it in the real estate business. When they're designing houses, they do it at work. Contractors do it. Consultants do it. Consulting company does it. Everybody does it. Just repeat success. It's okay. It's okay to repeat success. And then while you're doing it, you could just prioritize on your own by adding some additional stuff to it that will make it work for you. And a lot of top companies does this. Microsoft to Atari, Apple to Linux, Google to Yahoo, Facebook to MySpace. A lot of companies out there do it. They take something that was successful, they repeat it, and then all they did after that was just build their own layer on top of it. Then they claim everything and say, yes, this is my product, it's working well, and then they build on that. And then the next company comes in and repeat the same thing, and then they begin to compete. But you don't have to worry about the competition. You're just repeating somebody else's success, let it work for you, and use it to grow. You guys make it to the end, give it a big thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and drop in the comment below. Let me know what you have done to definitely stimulate your growth. I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, guys, remember, never be less than who you are.